Today's video is books that I'm currently reading or going to read next. Basically all this is about is I got some extra holiday that I wasn't planning on taking, so I got quite a lot of days off work. So I decided that, I actually kind of sad, I wrote a bit of a to-do list. It's kind of large, it's a mixture between like random things like meet friends, make cookies and stuff, and quite a lot of books to read. So I thought I would talk about the books that I plan to read and why I plan to read them and such. So the first one is Darkness Hunts by Kerry Arthur. This is one of the books that is part of my Mount to be Read reading challenge, so that would be good to read that. I've read the previous books in this series, and I really liked the first book, and the second book was okay, and so on and so forth. So I've left this one quite a while because I've been quite ambiguous about reading it, because I'm just not quite sure it's going to be as good. Then I've got Origin in Death by J.D. Robb. Also, the way I'm showing you is possibly the reading order as well, because I'm weird like that. Loving J.D. Robb books, and I've just showed this one in another video because I want to read it. One of the books for my to be read from the stacks books, well, that totally didn't make sense. One of the books I want to read for my to be read for the stacks challenge is This I Know, Notes on Unraveling the Heart by Susanna Conway. I've read about half of this book and I've loved it so much, but the problem with this book is I really connect to it a bit too much, because it's about grief and healing and death and stuff, and so I kind of cried through reading the first half of this book, so I put it down because I needed a bit of an emotional break, and I've been thinking about it a lot since, and I can't wait to pick it up again. It is a really, really, really good read. Susanna Conway is a photographer, and she does little courses on her website for people to help them with their writing and their photography and stuff like that, and I think she's pretty brilliant. So that's another book that I plan to read. Another book that I plan to read is Bad Blood by Kirsten Painter. Because how the previous book ended, I think it's called Blood Rights, I've been really like iffy about reading this one, but I got the fourth book at the end of last year because I'd pre-ordered it and forgotten to cancel it because I hadn't read this one yet. And there's only going to be 5 or 6 books in the series, so we're really close to the end of the series, so I want to read this one to finish it. Plus, how pretty is the picture cover. The first book I think is the prettiest, but these are still really nice. Then second to last on my list is a massive book which I'm planning to challenge myself to read over the weekend. I think this video is going to go up like on Monday, so this book hopefully will have been read by the time this video goes up, and I might review it. I can't believe it's taken me so long to get to this book. This is Iced by Karen Marie Moning. I've had it since the release date, but I didn't love Dani in the previous Fever series books. I found her a bit annoying, a bit immature, and then how things ended with her and Mac at the end of the series in Shadow Fever was really like, oh no, how's this going to go? And I just haven't been able to bring myself to read this because Dani is still a 13-14-year-old in this book. But I've read so many good reviews on it that I want to read it, and I like I said, I love this series. It's one of my favourite series. I've been buying the first book for Dark Fever for like friends and family and be like, read it, read it, read it. It's not an actual romance book, it's different, read it. So, but not all of them have. I think they've just kind of politely humoured me. Next on the list, last on the list should I say, is a book I bought last year, I believe. It's Gina Showalter's Last Kiss Goodnight. I haven't actually read many reviews on this, but I'm interested to see how it goes, and the cover is really lovely, so I want to try that. So they're the books, and I haven't included one because I've already read it. I've read, I can't remember who the author is, yes I can, One Good Earl Deserves a Lover, which is a historical romance, and that was by Sarah McLean. I'm going to have to check now, aren't I? And I just read it the other day as well. Oh, for crying out loud. It's going to take forever because I don't know how to do this properly because I'm still learning how to use this app. Presume you go to... No, you don't go to search. Oh well, I give up. Sarah McLean. McLean? Oh, whatever. But I read that and I quite enjoyed that. So I went back and read the first book, A Rogue by Only the Name, which was quite good as well, but that wasn't really on my list, so I snuck that one in. But they're all the books that are on my list that I really need to read before I go back to work, because they've been sat there for forever, and I go back to work and it's Thursday, scary. Now, other books that I've got lined up to read, if I've got time after I've read all those fabulous books, I want to try the Kathy Reichs Deja Dead. I think this is the first book. If not, I do have the other first book. I can't remember if this is the first book or the second book. Let me know if you know. Because I loved the Bones series, and I found it really interesting, and I quite like crime stuff and like murder mysteries and stuff like that, so I'm trying to expand my reading a little bit more, and I've had that for maybe 2 years, I think. The other book is Happy at Home by Gretchen Rubin. I have not started this yet. I got this for Christmas from my mummy, and I'm excited to read it and give it a whirl, but I think I might end up leaving this for a bit longer, I'm not sure. Also, they would be, you know, part of my challenges, as well as quite a few of the other ones that I've read. They're all part of my challenges to get caught up in the books that I've had sitting around for a while and stuff. And this is another one. They're Happier at Home, and this one, Lauren Conrad's Beauty, would be reading from the stacks, as well as This I Know, Notes Unravelling the Heart as well. I've started this. I can't remember where the page marker is, but I got halfway through this as well, which I really liked. It's very interesting. It's not just beauty, it's hair, and it's lots of different things. I'm trying to find the whatchamacallit page, contents page. And it's got loads of different things, and the graphics for it are really nice. See if I can find one. Now I've said it and I can't. Well, it's not the best picture, but the graphics in it are really nice, and it's quite interesting because I'm a girl and quite a lot of girls like beauty stuff. And my other book for my read from the stacks is another Christmas book that I've already shown, and it's Fever Moon by Karen Marie Mourning. This isn't a book that I would normally go for. Like, again, it's a graphic novel, which I've shown before, and well, it's pretty and interesting. It's not something I would normally read. I got one of Christine Freehand's graphic novels quite a few years ago, and I read it, but I didn't love it, partly because it was in black and white and partly because it's a comic and it's not what I'm into. But, you know, the pictures are pretty, well, you know, well drawn and stuff. I don't think these pictures are pretty, but they're really well drawn, and there's lots of detail, and, you know, and it also shows you how the characters look and stuff like that, which I thought was kind of interesting. So they're all the books that I'm hoping to read and hoping to help me complete challenges and stuff like that. Let me know, do you create piles like this of books that you want to read before certain time periods, or books you want to read over weekends, or do you just pick at random, which is what I usually do, but like I've got quite a few books that I want to read and get off my bookshelves, well, get off my invisible bookshelves on my living room wall and move into the bedroom and have them read and stacked and stuff. So let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!